What is going on, Trash Talkers? We're back with another episode for you. Today's video, we continue our breakdown of UFC 263, this time talking about Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno 2. All that and much more coming your way right now! Hey Trash Talkers, it's Mike here. Over 93% of you who view our show each and every day are not subscribed to the channel. If you could hit that red subscribe button, it would help us out tremendously, and it is completely free for you guys. If you want to stay up to date with our daily content, then click that bell icon and you will be notified every time we go live. Nick and I both really appreciate you subscribing to the channel, and we can't wait to keep making more daily content for you. All right, Nick, we are one day closer to UFC 263. We have an incredible fight to get to today. Let's discuss Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno 2. Tell us what we saw in the first fight and what you expect to see in this fight as well.
We saw an absolute massacre on both sides from these fighters in the first fight between these two. They really took it to each other. They were willing to eat punches just to land another back. They were willing to do whatever it took to show that they are the superior fighter, and they really showed it throughout 5 rounds. They were able to deliver such a high impact fight for 5 rounds consistently. It was something that we really haven't seen in a very long time. It's hard to find fighters who can have that type of cardio to just constantly push forward, eat punches, eat kicks, and then deliver it as well for 25 minutes straight. It was something special to watch, and it's something I fully expect to see again. This time, though, I don't think it's going to go to the distance. I do believe that we are going to see a finish early on. To me, we're going to see a finish in the second round. These two fighters are really going to look to keep this fight on their feet. They're both very strong on the ground, and they're going to try to handle this on their feet. I think they're going to pick up right where they left off, trying to exchange blows left and right, but I think they're going to learn from what they did in the last fight. If we go back to last fight, Brandon Moreno took a lot of punishment early on, and he weathered the storm, and that's how he was able to start delivering it to Figueiredo later on in the fight, because Figueiredo started to get a little tired, and then he started to get his second wind as well. I think Figueiredo is going to start out fast early on, and it's going to be a little too much for Brandon Moreno to handle. I really think that the Mexican warrior and Brandon Moreno is really going to come through again for him, but it's just not going to be enough. Figueiredo is going to lay into it when he finds that Moreno is weak. He's not going to let up. He's going to take advantage of every opportunity given to him. To me, Figueiredo is just a better fighter, and he's going to prove it in this fight.
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a fight, and I fully expect to get a little more of the same when it comes to these two that we saw in the first fight. In fact, Figueiredo-Moreno was arguably one of my favorite fights that we've seen thus far. And at this point, I'm taking a look at these two, and I say they do so much of the same so well that it's going to be hard to really decipher who's going to come out on top. But as you take Deiveson Figueiredo, I'm actually going to take Brandon Moreno in this one. What you talked about was that Brandon Moreno took a lot of punishment early, weathered the storm, and then was able to counteract it and really take it to Deiveson Figueiredo. I think he learned from that mistake. I think he's not going to take as many hits. He's going to work on that defense, and he's going to be able to attack early and often. He's going to take the advantage away from Figueiredo, and if Figueiredo cannot weather the storm like Moreno had to in the first fight, this is going to go Moreno's way very quickly. In fact, I believe that Moreno is going to have a very early stoppage here. I'm talking second round TKO knockout. I believe that he is going to absolutely dominate this fight, and I fully expect that we will see a third fight moving forward. But the Figueiredo-Moreno 2 is going to be heavily Brandon Moreno.
Well, we both can agree that this is going to be a second round TKO knockout, but we just don't disagree. We just don't agree on who it's going to be. Nonetheless, it's going to be extremely exciting, and I really can't wait for this matchup.
Taking a look at our friends over at DraftKings, we take a look at the money line, and Deiveson Figueiredo actually comes in as the favorite. So backing you once again, Nick, as we saw yesterday. Deiveson Figueiredo at minus 240, Brandon Moreno at plus 190. So pretty close, actually, when you take a look at the odds. It's not overwhelming like it was in the Nate Diaz fight. Nonetheless, this is going to be one hell of a match to watch, one hell of a fight. I cannot wait. And then if you take a look at the total rounds, they are both very close. You're taking a look at under 4.5 rounds being a slight favorite over going the distance. And I'm gonna say that, we both agree here because we both have second round knockout slash TKO. I think that this isn't going the distance. Neither one of us expect it to because of all the punishment that they're going to dole out. Somebody is just going to give in. Somebody's body is going to give out. And you think it's going to be Brandon Moreno's. I think it's going to be Deiveson Figueiredo's. Either way, one hell of a fight. I am very excited to watch this one. All right, well, that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.